Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to make a video about my bag challenge, my no bag challenge, because it's the end of the year now and my challenge is coming to an end. And unfortunately I failed the challenge, but we'll get to that later on. So let's start at the beginning. So at the beginning of this year, in January, I decided to give myself a challenge of not buying a bag for 12 months for the full year, because I had a problem. I was really bad with buying bags, and it wasn't even like designer bags, so it wasn't about money. It wasn't that I was spending too much on bags, it was just having too many of them. I would go to the shops, and if I saw one that I really liked, I could not leave it. I had to get it. But the thing is, I had 3 other bags that could fit the same purpose as that one, but I would still have to buy it. So it was really bad, really stupid. And then I would get bored of it 2 weeks later and I would put it on eBay. And unfortunately I have sold quite a lot of them, so I was kind of like in this cycle of buying them, selling them, and it was just so stupid and so wasteful, and I would end up having so many of them at the bottom of my wardrobe when I did not really need them. Clearly I had a problem and I decided to do something about it. So the challenge was that for 12 months I would not buy a single bag, but then at the end of the challenge I would treat myself to a nice one. But unfortunately I failed the challenge, because throughout the year I still bought 2 bags. I've got a spread in my notebook here. At the end of every month I would write whether I passed that month or not. So back in August I bought this guy here. This is the Rekanken Mini in color, I think it's midnight blue. So the story with this one is, it's not like I saw it and I had to buy it. I have been thinking about buying a Kanken because I really like them. So I was thinking about getting one for like a few months, and then I was in the Kanken shop, and after that I could not stop obsessing over it. Like I just had to buy one. So I was researching all the different sizes, and I was thinking which one will I actually use, and I was thinking about the color, and I went with this one because I thought, right, I can use it when we go somewhere for a walk, rambling, because we do that, and then I could also use it for work because it's not too casual. So yeah, I just thought, whatever, I've not bought one for 8 months, I'm just gonna buy it, because it wasn't like an impulse buy, you know what I mean? Like I actually did my research about all the different fabrics and sizes, and so yeah, so I bought that. So that was my first failure. Then my second failure was in October. So I was on holiday in Spain, and no, it's not real, it's a fake. It's obviously a fake YSL bag, but when I saw it I was like, I have to buy it. I will not be able to find another one like this anywhere for the price. It was 15 euros, but I what's the word? Haggled a bit. So I got it for 12 euros. I mean, look how good it looks. Obviously I'd rather have the real one, but £1,000, like, well, I can't afford that. Like, and I'm not saving up to buy a bag. That's just, I think that's very silly. I think you can understand with this one, I couldn't just leave it there. I had to bring it home with me. So now we're at the end of December. So what I'm thinking of doing is, I think I'll go another 2 months without buying a bag, and then I'll compensate for the Kanken and the fake YSL. But, well, I'm saying I failed it, but it's not really a failure, because throughout the year I noticed that my perspective changed, because I had so many bags to use. I wanted to kind of go through them and wreck them, and only then replace the ones that I wrecked when I actually need one. Even if I like one in the shop, I'm thinking, do I actually need it? Like, right, this is a cute little crossbody bag, but I've got 3 other ones that are still perfectly fine and I can use them. So it's easier for me to say no. Another improvement I made was creating a wish list. So basically, sometimes I see an advert on Instagram, or I'm looking for something in an online shop, and then I see a bag I like. So what I do, I bookmark them and I put them in my folder called wish list. So that way, at the end of the challenge, when I'm actually allowed to buy one, obviously I know I'm failed and I need to go two more months, but I will go through them all and kind of see which ones I still like and which ones I liked at the time, but I wouldn't really want to get it anymore. That kind of made me save something I saw and I really liked without actually getting it. I feel like that's a great trick that I used on myself. And now, after going 12 months with this challenge in my mind, I won't be buying whatever I see because it's cheap and I like it, so I need to buy it, because I don't want the bulk of this stuff in my wardrobe. So now I think it's fair to go through my collection and actually show you what I've still got to use up, because throughout the 12 months I only actually wrecked one bag, so the rest of them, they're still fine and I can still use them, so I will show you them. So the one I actually used up, and it was my favorite one, and I think because it was my favorite one I used it all the time, and it was wrecked, so I've not got it anymore. I put it in the bin because it was very like torn on the edges and the zip broke, so I just got rid of it. But it was really hard because it was my favorite. It was a black smooth faux leather rucksack or backpack, and it was just perfect. It was perfect size for like an everyday bag, but I could also fit my lunch going to work in it, or I could use it as my carry-on handbag on a plane. It was perfect, so I was actually looking for them if I could buy another one of those, but they don't seem to have it anymore. I've seen it in red, but it's not as nice in red, I think. So now let's go through my collection. So that was the first one. I don't have it anymore, but that's bag number one. Next is, well, you've seen this one before, but this is my little YSL crossbody, and then inside it has like the typical zip pocket at the back, and then like a one you can slide your phone in the front. Then another crossbody is just this little rectangle crossbody. It's got a lot of pockets. It's got two front and back on the outside, and then inside it's got a lot of compartments. So I do like this one. I don't really use it much because I've got the fake YSL, which looks better. Next is obviously my cancan, which you've already seen as well. It's in this beautiful color and all that. And then another crossbody. I've got too many of them. I'm definitely not buying a crossbody for a while. So this one is from Mojito. I got it in Poland, and I don't think there is Mojito anywhere in the UK. But inside it's just very simple. It's got one pocket at the back, and then the strap has some chains, and then it's just the typical leathery strap. Next, another crossbody slash shoulder thing is this. Obviously, I know what you're thinking, another fakey, but I don't care. So this one I got on Amazon actually, and obviously because I bought it online, it doesn't have an actual fake logo. It's just got this thing that kind of looks similar to Chanel, but I love it a lot. Like, it's just like the Chanel flap, and it's even red inside. I'll show you. So it's got a pocket here, and then a zip one there, and then another zip one there, and it's got two like on the side here. It's perfect. I use it a lot when I go out because it's quite big, so I can stuff everything I need, like tissues and lipstick and phone, and it looks that good. Next is a little rucksack backpack thing. I've got something inside of it, so there we go. This one again, I bought it in Spain, and it looks like a designer piece, but it's not. It was, I think, 10 euros or something like that. So it's just a little rucksack. I used it as my main bag, but now I keep switching them up. I use one for a few weeks, then I use another one, and it's really good. Next is another party bag, I would say. I use it when I go out, and it just opens like this, and it's got a chain as well, so you can use it as a crossbody. It's very small, so I don't use it a lot. I think I only used it like 2 or 3 times. Next we have a, I think we call it a hobo bag. So I used this one as my main bag for work for quite a while, but I got bored of it because it's so big. but because it's so big, it's also very good for work because you can stuff everything you need. So yeah. And then next is surprise, another crossbody. This is a bit different from them all. It's just got a flap and then a zip. It's got a zip over the main compartment, then it's got a little one there, 2 pockets, and one here. Again, I use this one a lot and then I stopped, and I feel like I want to use it again now. Now I'm going through them more. I'm like, I want to use this one and I want to use this one. Next is a backpack. This is a big one. My hair getting in my face. Big, comfortable. I love the pattern. What else can I say? It's got like 1, 2, 3 compartments, and then in the smallest one it's got like so many pockets when you open it. It's brilliant. Then another one is another rucksack. This one is Converse. I use it as my like main carry-on actually when flying for like a couple of days, and I also use it to the gym, and yeah, it's very versatile and I've had it for so long. I wish it broke, but it's not going anywhere. Next is a huge tote. So actually I got it in New Look, and then I added this patch on my own. I saw it at this crafts fair in London and I fell in love. Beautiful. And I added it to the back on the bag myself, and then inside is just this huge bucket. And the last thing, which I can call a bag, is just a little boom bag. So I actually use it a lot in the summer when I go cycling. So I've only got one of these, but it's all I need. How many boom bags do you need? So these are all my bags. As you can see, I've got plenty to go through, and even though I technically failed my challenge, I will just continue it for 2 extra months, and then maybe buy myself like a new crossbody and a bigger one for work. I'll see. I may not even do that because look at this pile. There's so many of them. I need to use them, and I do still like all of them. So yeah, I think, well, I'll see how it goes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little chaotic video about bags. So if you've got a problem too, maybe I inspired you to sort yourself out. Obviously for me it was just the bulk of them because I got into minimalism and I just didn't want to have so many bags. Who needs them all? You only ever use one at a time. So yeah, I think I'll just end it here because I can just keep going on and on and never end. So don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed listening to me ramble on about bags, and I will see you in the next video.